So how do you stop hiding as a healer? We're going to dive in the second part to the healer series I was prompted this fall to launch, called Awakening the Healer Within. We're going into activating the healer within. So we'll be talking about this next level of responding to the inner summons to align with your soul purpose as a healer. We're going to talk about how that doesn't look the same for everyone, nor should it. We're going to unpack that word healer. I'm just using it for shorthand. We could use transformational professional, transformational visionary. A lot harder, a lot more of a mouthful than healer. So just always please understand that's a shorthand, but it does not mean that one size fits all and everybody should fit in one box when it comes to doing healing work. We're also going to carry on some of the themes that we brought up in the Awakening series, which have to do, especially I'm being interprompted with exposure and coming out of hiding. And that is the main theme for this kickoff in the second series. Finally, we will be doing some activations. Cheers to that. My field and my wheelhouse are helping you all align with your soul purpose in service at this time. So we'll be talking about a lot of these concepts, but welcome to the catalyst. There is a lot in my field that will start to help shift you. Yeah, the wind just picked up here. In ever greater alignment. The first thing that's coming in as to why you're hiding is that it's interesting. It's not what I thought it would be. Never is. It's that, yeah, here comes a whole bunch of wind. So it's not a cerebral exercise where we want to say, okay, now I'm going to come out of hiding. Now I'm going to pursue this life path. I know I'm meant to be a healer of some kind. I even maybe know kind of in what genre that is. No, what I'm being shown so clearly right now, it's that it's because you actually haven't activated the part of your template. There goes a raven. Yeah, see? That allows you to hold that embodiment as a healer effortlessly. Let that sink in. Yeah, these are all going to be activations, aren't they? Yeah, so there's the part of my template that helps activate your templates. Yeah, I'm sure you can all feel the resonance. There's a lot of energy right now. If you're newer to this language, I realize sometimes this can sound a little bit cryptic. What we're really talking about, let's break it down into a metaphor. Before you were a senior in high school, or whatever the equivalent that is in your part of the world, right? An older student, you were a younger student. That was your identity construct, your lived experience, all of that. The older person has a different identity construct, a different self-perception. That is the closest metaphor that we can use to describe what we are talking about here. So now, see, you're going to watch me flip into the we pronoun, the me to the we. This is why this part of the series is called Activating. So how to come out of hiding, that many of you think is a choice at this level. And in some regards it is. It is much less of a choice that needs to be made and a willpower that needs to be exerted when your own template has been activated to the degree to which you will hold that embodiment and you will act accordingly and in alignment with it. It's like reversing the order. So instead of being like, I think I can, it's just like, I am that. Now let's tie this in. So let's deconstruct healer a little bit. We'll probably do this in every single video. I just feel the need to do that. Healer doesn't mean you are a hands-on energy practitioner or some of the conventional alternative modalities that we often assume with healer. Many of you, I'm being shown right now in this time frame, that are activating yourselves by finding channels like mine and answering the summons to, certain places on the planet where you have files and codes that you've stored for yourself at this time to pick up, almost like time capsules. You are innovators. Okay? You are deep thinkers and you are innovators and you are pioneering new constructs, new thought constructs, new paradigms, new thought forms. Yeah, there, I felt the register in the field. A lot of you are like, well, I can relate to that. So while you may on the surface still be leading what seems like a very conventional life, and by all means, lead your conventional life, right? We have to. We're human. We have a human form. We have to take care of it. Like I have a car. I have, we all have bills. We have all the stuff, right? It's in this context, however, that we are beginning to shift and innovate and evolve what it means to be human fundamentally into something more harmonious, more loving, more unified, seeing ourselves as much less separate from one another and all of creation. Emphasis on harmonious and balanced. And in order to do that, that's what this whole series is going to explore. And then the one after it that I've been shown, evolving the healer within, will always be like a self-focused project first. So you are committed to stepping out of polarity extremes, having explored them, right? Overworking, underdoing, all these different extremes, people pleasing, self-isolating, and not seeing anything as wrong anymore. Not trying to get anything right. Allowing all that to be. Being willing to look at your shadow, but not in a judgmental, nasty way, right? A harsh way. Yeah, there you go. See, when that love just comes through, here comes the laughter, the joy, the brightness. Moving out in the world in that lighter and brighter way is fundamentally what it means to be a healer. And you are so magnetic and you invite others into this higher octave, right? The upper floors. So as usual, this is not at all what I thought I was going to be talking about or what was going to be said through me about why we are hiding. Let go of it having to be like a willpower struggle and allow yourself to receive the activation. So in addition to what's coming through, and has already come through this particular video in terms of activating your template and alignment with your soul purpose as a healer in all the ways that means, mainly as innovator, as an evolved emanation that entrains others and invites them into something more unified, first within the self and then with others. Also, listen to the summons. You may be summoned to different places, to different locations where you may have left files for yourself for this time frame. That is what I often go to Finistère in the far west of Brittany, France for. I left a lot of files for myself there, and I have taken other people there on Vision Quest for the same reason. I had the exquisite privilege of getting to witness said file pickup activation recently. And what strikes me is how these are the files that we need for the role that we came to play in this time and that we need help doing in this time frame. And watching this person go through their activation, realize that 10 years ago, almost to the day, is when I went through my activation there, my big one in 2014. And I had the overlaid experience of being a Celtic priest some 6,000 years ago, addressing a huge crowd of people. And I always saw it in the framework of, oh, that helped me activate my shamanic abilities, which it did. I came back to Idaho at the time and Hawk was talking to me, the wind, the air element. But in witnessing this person's set of activations, I realized that it also prepared me to step into role of spiritual teacher, which is in black and white in my soul contract for this lifetime. So in order to receive the activations that will change your embodiment, shift your template, and allow you to simply emanate being a healer in the way that you set up in a very unique way, in the way only you can bring forward in this time. It's not somebody else's credential or modality. I'm always talking on my channel about you're an incredible multidimensional being. You have curated amazing experiences across a vast array of fractals, across many different systems, and you can bring all of those together and forward at this time. In fact, that is a huge message that wants to come through in this one here, is that the reason that this inner pressure has built for you to move forward and come out of hiding is less about picking up someone else's modality that will still feel like imposter syndrome because it's not your particular multidimensional mashup of your modality that you uniquely can bring through, that no one else can bring through. That's the message that wants to come through today. Please bring through novel innovations. We don't need more people certified in existing constructs because the inner tech is evolving so fast right now because it's responding to a need. As the collective is making huge, huge shifts at an accelerated pace, we are ready for these innovations and these new thought forms that are coming directly from within your structure, from other fractals and other systems. I'm talking planets, I'm talking other forms, other dimensional expressions. So it's an inner tech transfer that's coming through now, but in a very novel way. It's not what wants to be emphasized, the nuance today. This is beautiful. I've never really stopped to think about this until now. So here I'm demonstrating exactly what we're talking about today, is that it's not to just take some technology that was developed on another planet or another dimension and, slap it on here. It's to bring it to bear here and then to adapt it in ways that work for the human collective at this particular time. And maybe in your sub-collective, wherever you happen to be on the planet. There's a shout out that wants to go out to all of you who are doing this work, who are doing this pioneering innovation work. Thank you. I see you. We see you. Keep it up. Keep going. Believe in yourself. A message that came in so strongly last night was that humanity really struggles to believe in ourselves, to trust ourselves. What if you just really believed in what you know in your heart, especially in your heart of service, and you let go of needing any credentials or anyone else's modality? Ooh, yeah, I can feel it. Can you feel that in the field? There would be so much innovation. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of taking the cap off all the limited thoughts around, you having to do things in existing constructs. I'll tell you what, the existing constructs, even that we've built in the last few years, are changing. And we'll talk more about this going forward, especially around our identity construct. Really let yourself expand out beyond being siloed, being in a box, being in a label, being in a known construct. If anything, the way that you're going to lead yourself forward is by putting together a construct that doesn't exist yet. Why? Not just because, that's, most reflective and true to the situation of what you're bringing through, but also because an unknown construct is an invitation to others to ask, what was that? I used to get this all the time when I didn't go by shaman. I went by intergalactic shaman, because that's kind of an unusual mashup. It's like, wait, now what? So I want to hear in the comments, what is your unique multidimensional mashup? What is the construct that you can claim that might raise some eyebrows and say, no, tell me more about that? Because that is the invitation to an innovation in larger thought patterns and constructs. And that is the real kind of like where the rubber meets the road right now of where humanity is at. We are dismantling and reconfiguring our constructs so that we can begin to create something new that is more balanced, unified, whole, and harmonious, and especially coherent. In the same way that we can change our language, adapts and changes over time to reflect new and novel developments and innovations, the same goes for our overall emanation constructs. So to wrap up, how to stop hiding as a healer. Let's stop trying to muscle, push, force, will ourselves forward and let go. There you go. Relax all the tension in your jaw, soften your gaze, relax your shoulders, drop down out of your head, down into the heart center, and simply allow yourself this next activation. And the rest will follow. And then you just have to follow the inner directives you receive, the inner guidance. As always, if this message resonates for you, please do hit like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification so that you don't miss a video, and leave a comment below. Join the conversation. This is a super high vibe, loving community. And for more activations, global meditations, integrations, all this beautiful embodiment shifting and community building that we're doing, take a look at the Higher Love family for healers. It's all in the link below. Additionally, if you would like more private support, my complement and I, Jonathan Van Valen, are offering joint package sessions. That information is below. Save the date for winter solstice, December 21st, Saturday. I'm doing another virtual clinic for healers. You'll know if you're called. And finally, look for some information soon about a new offering I have coming in January that I'm feeling compelled to offer because it feels like there are a handful of you out there who are ready for this next kind of alignment intensive. All right, I love you all so much. Have a magical, multidimensional day. Nip of courage.